The U.S. men's national team is soft. Charmin, ultra soft. It was reported yesterday that Christian Pulisic will not be playing at the 2025 Gold Cup because he's tired. He's tired, y'all. Matter of fact, I'm tired too. Is anybody else tired? Anybody else wake up a little sleepy, feel like we need a bit of a break on the beach? No? Just Christian Pulisic? Got it. All right. I'm sorry, y'all, but this is completely unacceptable. Whatever the simps want to say, there is no excuse for this. I understand that Christian Pulisic probably is tired. I understand that without Christian Pulisic, the United States are probably still favorites to win the Gold Cup. They'd certainly be a top 2 favorite with Mexico. And I understand that Christian Pulisic, as a U.S. men's national team player, when we speak about his legacy, probably doesn't have a ton to gain from winning a Gold Cup. But you are the team captain, bro. Not just the team captain, you are the undisputed face of the U.S. men's national team, a U.S. men's national team that will be hosting a World Cup in a year. And what you are telling me and everybody else through this statement is you would rather chill than prepare for the most important sporting event in your life. But Jack, it's the Gold Cup. It doesn't matter. Oh Lord, here we go. It doesn't matter. The official slogan of U.S. soccer is one nation, one team, but it should really become it doesn't matter, because it seems like every time something bad happens, every time there's a laughable result or a player being soft or a coach who's just completely out of his depth and gets embarrassed and there's a historically bad result at a game, at a tournament, what do we say? It doesn't matter. Last Gold Cup when Mexico wins, who cares? Friendlies against South American powerhouses, boring. Getting grouped at the Copa America as the host for the first time ever in the history of the tournament, doesn't matter. It was a warm-up. How about the last Nations League where the United States finishes last and is easily the worst team from the Big Four in CONCACAF? It doesn't matter. We won it the first 3 times. Now we have the 2025 Gold Cup, and what are they telling me again? It doesn't matter. I mean this genuinely. I hate you. Every person who has this mentality, I hate you, because you have murdered the footballing integrity of CONCACAF. And for you to have this mindset at all as a USA fan, or God forbid a Canada fan is saying this shit, right? I'm gonna call out the Mexican fan base as well. Nobody should have this mindset in our region because none of us have done shit. If you are Christian Pulisic or Weston McKennie or Serginho Dest or Jedi Robinson, what is the greatest achievement in your U.S. men's national team career? Beating Iran at the World Cup and then getting trounced in the round of 16? Beating the worst ever Mexico? Winning 3 editions of the Nations League in a row? I'm not trying to say those achievements don't matter. What I'm trying to say is for the U.S. men's national team to have achieved not that much, to be acting as if they're the big dog, holier than thou, they don't need to take these competitions seriously, is laughable. And I say it again, y'all have killed football in CONCACAF. Right now, Guatemala is putting more respect on CONCACAF than the U.S. men's national team. Goddamn Qatar takes the Gold Cup more seriously than the United States. Honestly, the United States should be stripped of hosting any of these tournaments because they do not deserve it. But anyways, back to Pulisic, right? Because I got on a tangent there, but I'm so sick and tired of teams taking international football and wiping their ass with it. Pulisic, in his decision to sit out of the Gold Cup, is an embodiment of everything that is wrong with the U.S. men's national team. And this is not exclusively Pulisic's fault. I could delete his name and insert any player from the starting 11, barring probably Tim Weah in the last 2 years, and I cannot believe I am saying that, and it would apply. Maybe I will put my bubble shield on Tim Ream as well. God bless him, he's 36 and he's doing his best. Pulisic and this group of players, they show a lack of effort consistently. They show a lack of pride consistently. And maybe worst of them all, they show a lack of prioritization consistently. The U.S. men's national team, this is not a serious gig for these guys. It is not a priority. And overall, man, this is not good. Can you imagine the best player on an elite national team acting like this? You think that this would be acceptable behavior in Argentina? You think if Cuti Romero or Enzo Fernandez were like, hey, coach, I'm tired. I think I'm going to skip on the Copa America. I played too many games, too many minutes. You guys are professional athletes, for the love of God. You have the greatest recovery programs, the best personal trainers, the best nutrition, the best food available to you on the planet, and you are heavily compensated at the same time. I have zero sympathy for any of you. You think Luis de la Fuente with Spain would allow one of his best players to just skip out on the Nations League? Because I think the UEFA Nations League is a good comparison to the CONCACAF Gold Cup in terms of how the big teams see the tournament. You think de la Fuente is going to tell his best players, Lamine, Nico, Ruiz, stay home, man. I'm just going to call up the U20s. Of course not. This behavior would never be acceptable by one of these teams. By the way, Lamine Yamal played 1,000 more minutes than Christian Pulisic this season. Just a little fun fact there. And this is why I'm extremely confident that the United States is not doing a damn thing at the World Cup. I don't care about the host XP boost. If you do not have fight and pride as an underdog, you are screwed. If you do not have cohesion level 10,000, if you do not have a group of guys that would die for the shirt that is on their chest, you're not making a dark horse run. I'll end the video here. This is not about winning the Gold Cup, because winning the Gold Cup in itself, like I said earlier, probably wouldn't move the needle for some of these guys, at least more of the tenured U.S. men's national team stars. It's about having pride in your nation and showing and demonstrating that you care. And the fact that how much the players care has been a national question mark in a storyline is a massive red flag. That should never, ever be the case, whether it's the United States, Ghana, Australia, whatever it is. If the fan base is watching the guys play and they're asking each other in the stands, do they look like they care? You've already lost. I know Pulisic has taken the bulk of the heat in this video from me, and I don't think he's a bad player. I have nothing personally against Pulisic. I just wish that he would be a bit tougher mentally and, care more about international football. I'm an international footy guy. The U.S. men's national team, that's not the national team that I rep. But I care about international football. I care about CONCACAF. I want everything, especially our region, to improve footballing-wise. And that is never going to happen if one of the top two powers in the region constantly treats it like a joke. And it's just like Uncle Ben said, man, with great power comes great responsibility. If you want to be Captain America, then you got to show up. Otherwise, make somebody else Captain America. I mean, they literally just did this at the end of Avengers Endgame, so it is possible. Pass off the shield, pass off the mask. You not built like that. It's fine. This whole situation is really not making Poch's job any easier, man, because he's going to have to compete for a Gold Cup now without what? Gio, Pulley. I saw that Moose is not available. Weston, Weah. There's probably somebody else out who's not going to be available due to injury. Maybe Ricardo Pepi. This is not looking good, bro. And if the U.S. men's national team, y'all, if they get grouped, and if Trinidad and Tobago beat them again, we're talking a biblical cataclysmic event in that case. Actually, now that I think about it, people will just say it doesn't matter. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, hit subscribe for more CONCACAF content here on DeadBall TV, and I'll see y'all in the next one.